morning. My name is Kim Falvey. I am an erosion control technician with the district. I will be discussing what is required when discharging to PennDOT and MS4 systems and offsite discharges. On page 2 of the NOI for a general NPDES permit is eligibility criteria. These are true and false questions, and number 5 states, stormwater will not be discharged to MS4 or combined sewer overflow systems, or will be discharged with no net change in volume, rate, or water quality, or will be discharged to MS4 or CSO systems with a net increase and written consent of the MS4 or CSO permittee. If answered false, you must apply for an individual NPDES permit. But keep in mind that DEP cannot issue an individual permit without such consent. This written consent must clearly identify that the MS4 permit holder accepts the net increase in stormwater runoff into their system. This consent can be provided by the permit holder or by a delegated entity. The written consent should clearly identify the amount of net change in volume, rate, or water quality the permit holder is accepting. This written consent is applicable until the runoff reaches surface waters. When discharging to a PennDOT right-of-way, a highway occupancy permit may be required from PennDOT. The authorization from PennDOT for the HOP will serve as PennDOT's acceptance of any net change in stormwater runoff that discharges to their MS4. PennDOT only requires written consent within the MS4 urbanized areas. As you can see here, this is a map of the MS4 urbanized areas, and this can be found in EMAP. The PennDOT Contact is Brandon Dean for PennDOT District 8, and listed below is his contact information. So any of these consent forms can be sent to Brandon. DEP has just recently released a form for notification of proposed stormwater discharges to MS4 and CSO systems for Chapter 102 permits. It's a simple form that identifies the name of the MS4 owner and the proposed changes to rate, volume, and water quality. This form can be found on DEP's construction stormwater page. We'll move on to offsite discharges. There has been no recent changes to the offsite discharge guidance, but thought we would touch on it briefly anyway. We do understand that some sites do not have direct access to surface waters to discharge stormwater runoff. In these cases, the applicant must have the legal authority to discharge stormwater onto offsite areas. The applicant must provide documentation that the discharge will not cause accelerated erosion on the properties along the flow path to a surface water. This is either going to be through a common law or express easement. Submission of the easement is not required as part of the NOI submission, as the general permit does not grant property rights. You can refer to DEP's frequently asked questions dated January 2nd, 2019 on Chapter 102 offsite discharges of stormwater to non-surface waters for what must be included within your permit application. This can also be found on DEP's construction stormwater page. Thank you.